So now we're going to finish up the last layer. In order to do this one, now you're going to turn the whole cube upside down. And the first step in the last layer is getting the yellow cross. So in order to do this, since we've only got two pieces here, we need all four. These two need to be swapped this way so that yellow is on the top there. So then you do this algorithm. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. There we go. They're all there. But we only had the first case where the full line was done. What if we came across this case where it's only like a little R is done? What we want to do is turn it so that in the first two moves you're not gonna mess up these two that are already done. This is the algorithm F, R, U. That's the start of it. And so that we want the first two moves to not mess up these, so you hold them away from you. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. Now we're back to this case and we have to do that algorithm once more. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. Now it's solved. You can also come across one more case where nothing is solved. Now you'll have to do that algorithm 3 times in a row. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. Look, we gotta move these so that we won't mess it up on the first two turns. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. Once more, we don't want to mess these up on the first turn, so we hold it like that. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. Now we've got the cross. Now we're ready to move on to the next step, the yellow corners. Sorry about that, guys. I just filmed like the longest and hardest step and then realized that the camera wasn't on. So I'll just be redoing that now. But first I'd like to say I do have all the algorithms written out here in front of me. But it's not because I don't know them, it's just because I don't know the notation and what to say for the algorithms. All I know is how to do them, not what the notation is. But so here we go on to the second last step, the yellow corners. So we want this, after this step, this whole face will look like that, yellow on the whole face. So there's quite a few situations you could run into. Any of these that look like this, you could run into one where there's only one solved, two are solved opposite each other, none are solved, and two are solved beside each other. It's the same as this first one. So I'll go over the easiest one first, which would have to be this one. We've got the one that's like this, we've got the one solved here, and the one that's not solved on the front face on this side. So the one solved on the left, one not solved on the front face. And you'll have to do this algorithm. R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. Solved itself, but it's not supposed to be solved after this step, but you may skip some steps. Now this one is just about the same. You've got the one solved here, but it's not on here, it's on that side, so you turn it this way. So you've got the solved one on the right, and the unsolved one on the left. And you do the same algorithm, but mirror image of it. So you do L prime, U prime, L, U, U prime, L prime, U2, L. So now all the yellows are on the top. Now we've got these. This one, when you've got two that are solved beside each other, you hold them to the back, and you do the same algorithm. The first one, the R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. And now you've got this, the second one, solved one on the right, unsolved one on the left. And now you do the second algorithm. L prime, U prime, L, U prime, L prime, U2, L. All the whites on the top. Now this one is the longest step. You have to do the algorithm 3 times, where the two are solved opposite each other. So you get the one like this, pretend that's not there. You've got it, the first one, the solved one on the left, the solved one on the left, unsolved one on the right. And instead of doing this algorithm, you do the other one. L prime, U prime, L, U prime, L prime, U2, L. Now you've got to do, now you turn it, and do the first one. R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. Get all of them solved. Now, the last situation you could be put into is this one where none are solved. And you've got two beside each other on this side, and either two beside each other on this side or one yellow here, one yellow here. And if you've only got one, you hold it to your right side, or the left side. And if you've got two, it doesn't matter, you just hold one to your left side. And then you do the same algorithm. R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. And it's first case again, so you go R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. Now, the last step is now to position these last yellow corners. So you could run into something like this where they're already all solved, the corners are in the right place, or something like, let me just make it, something like this where two of them are solved and the other two need to be swapped. Or you could run into this where two of them are solved but they're opposite each other, and these two are not solved and they're opposite each other. So we'll do this one first, where you just look around and you find two colors that are the same on one side. In this case it's orange, so you want to turn the top layer so that it's right where the orange is. Now you hold this to the left and you do this algorithm. R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U2, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L. And that gets those two swapped. Now this one, you got to do the algorithm twice, since they're opposite. So you need to switch these two first. So you do R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U2, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L. Now you look for two that are the same. Doesn't matter about the edge, we're only looking for corners now. Turn it so that it matches up with that side. You turn this to your left, do that algorithm once more. R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U2, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L. Now you've got all the corners in the right places. Now, the last step is to swap these edges. So now, most of the time, you will get this case where you've got one that's solved, three that are not. So, what you got to do is then this algorithm. F2, and then you look which one, this is the blue side, so we don't want it to turn that way because that's red. We want to turn this way. So that'll be U to get the blue right in the right spot. L, R prime, F2, L prime, R prime, U, F2. Now, if it was the other scenario where now the blue isn't on this side but it's on this side, you do this algorithm. The same, but instead of doing U prime as U as the second and second last move, you do U prime as the second and second last. So F2, U prime to get the blue lined up. L, R prime, F2, L prime, R, U prime, F2. So they're pretty much exactly the same, just two primes for the U instead of just regular U. And now you've solved the Rubik's Cube. I did forget to go over two situations you may find yourself while doing the last layer. You may not only have three that are switched and the one solved at the back where you do this one, these moves to get it solved. There you go, solved. But you may have none. No edge in the right spot. So then you'll just have to do that twice. One time, doesn't matter which way you turn it for the U's, and then you got the solved one. Do it again. And then here's the other case where they're not just swapped across from each other like that, but adjacent, and you just do the same thing. And then flip it around, you got the green one that's solved, blue one facing you. Solved. Thanks for watching. See you next time.